What's up, y'all? It's your boys, Way Too Cold, and we're gonna be reacting to this video by Maury. The video is School Teachers Are Becoming Predatory.
Brand new online World War II shooter. Command a squad of soldiers and participate in legendary battles of the Second World War. Right now, you can join.
Alright, so I can't be the only one who's noticed that there's been a sudden uptick of teachers, specifically female teachers who have been, I don't know, for lack of better words, providing that gawk 3000 to their students. And I don't know if it's the media that's just making these stories go viral more, or if this occurrence has been a common thing for many years, decades, and we just didn't know about it. And through the technology,
it's probably been common though, because like I know a dude I used to be friends with that hit a teacher when I was in high school. So I think it's different for girls, because when a female teacher F a guy student, I feel like most of the time the guy would probably keep it a secret, because he probably like, yeah, I just messed with a teacher, he feeling good. Right. But the other way around, of course, it would be probably 10 times worse. Both of them bad, but it's just one will probably get reported more than the other, I think.
Honestly, yeah.
of social media, it's just been exposing what's been really going on between teachers and their students forever. I don't know. To be quite honest, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And there was a website that I came across when I was talking about the Britney Zamora situation. You guys remember in Goodyear, Arizona? It was in the true crime series, and she was like having inappropriate relations with her student, and you know, Valentine's Day they actually, you know, got to doing the deed. It was a very nasty story, but I came across that story, I don't know, from a viewer or a website that I came across with like a whole list of just teachers, like hundreds of cases of teachers just having inappropriate relations with their students. And it just seems like the overwhelming majority of these teachers are female women. And I swear to God, I'm not lying. Like, I'm not really trying to fabricate the truth. Like, this is literally the theme. Even when I search it up on YouTube, teachers having relations with their students, you scroll down, it just seems like it's all just like women in their 20s to older, women in their 30s, millennials, and some even around my age. And I just don't understand. What are these women seeing in these young boys? Like, these women will literally be on Twinder, swiping left and rejecting every man they see because he's supposedly not good enough for them. But then on the next day, go back to school to teach and start lusting after their 13-year-old student, wanting to get into a relationship with him. Like, bro, what the and the fact that every time a situation like this happens, you got retards in the comment section saying, where was she when I was in middle school? Where was she when I was in school? Like, bro, like, look at this. Somebody said, don't mind me, just waiting on the school bus. Where all these teachers coming from? I wish my teacher let me hit when I was in school. Where was these teachers when I was in school? Like, bro, why y'all want to be victims so bad, man? Like, this is a literal 13-year-old child out here being victimized by a woman who's probably in her 40s. Like, this is literally you guys. Where was she when I was a kid? Like, come on, man. I know we all, as young men, had the fantasy of clapping them cheeks. I know if you had a bad teacher in middle school or high school, you was just like, damn, what if I could raise my teacher up enough to the point to where
she want me, she want me, she want me.
But now that I'm older, man, like, listen, that looking back at it now, I'm just like, bro, that's not cool. You know, it's cool to fantasize about that when you're a young man, but a teacher actually taking it upon herself to pursue a relationship with a kid still in middle school, it's just crazy. Like, you know, if it was like a young man maybe about to graduate, a senior in high school, that could have been a way different situation, still wrong. Even if you're legally an adult in high school, that's super unprofessional. But in these cases, it seems like it's mostly in middle school where these kids are not even freshmen yet. Like, bro. But yeah, anyways, shout out to Eliza for sending me this topic. She said, hey Maury, I don't know if you're still taking requests, but here's a topic I would love for you to cover. This case is still in development, by the way. I love your videos, keep doing what you do. Well, appreciate you, Eliza. And according to this story, on March 7th of this month, 34-year-old Jacqueline Ma was arrested at Lincoln Acres Elementary School on child abuse charges after a concerned parent suspected that her 13-year-old child was possibly having an inappropriate relationship with their former teacher. Ma was booked Tuesday into Kalina's detention and reentry facility on 3 counts of lewd and lascivious acts with a child under 14 and 3 counts of oral copulation with a child under, oh my God. Ain't no way this teacher gave this boy a head. Are you serious?
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
Nah, lock her up, man. What the f? Ma is facing 14 new charges relating to possession of child, sexual exploitation of a child, and preventing or dissuading a witness or victim. Yeah, nah, that's just shiesty, man. And the fucked up thing about this is, well, of course, you know, the inappropriate relation, but she is not even a bad looking woman. Like, yeah, she a little chunky in the cheeks, you know, like a chipmunk. But I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with a woman like this. You know, she's a little old for me, but a 10-year age difference ain't that big of a deal for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want none of you idiots in the comment section saying, oh, he said 10-year age difference, so that means he must be into no, stupid. And the crazy thing is, before this story even came out, a day before I even heard about the story, there was another story about a 31-year-old Colorado woman. I don't even know her name. What's her name? Andrea Serrano. So she's a Latina from Fountain, Colorado, is facing sexual assault charges after her arrest in 2022. And this story is way crazier. Apparently in this story, she gave birth to the child of a 13-year-old boy she was effing for like over a year or something. And according to the story, she's not going to be facing that much prison time. She's actually got a plea deal. And I was recently watching a podcast. I believe the lead attorney was talking to a criminal prosecutor, which she was formerly friends with. And, you know, the prosecutor was saying that she deserves a chance because she's now a mother. She's birthing a child and she deserves to take care of the child. And since at the time of this woman having sex with a 13-year-old boy, she was drunk, and I believe so was the 13-year-old boy. And in the state of Colorado, which this happened in, a drunk woman cannot consent to sex. And because the boy willingly did it himself while she was under the influence, technically he's the...
How was they in the same room and they both drunk and he 13 though? Yeah. Was he in her house? It's no getting around it, bro.
One who copulated with her while she couldn't consent. So therefore, a statutory rape charge being applied to her could be contested in court since she legally could not consent. See, this is the double standards in society because y'all want to treat women and men different when they commit the same crime that will allow female predators like this to get away with crimes because of their gender. Like, bro, can we just treat all predators the same and stop acting like little boys cannot be sexually assaulted? Like, bro.
Let's do this.
Right.
Yeah. All little boys are not trying to do what they teachers. There's plenty of little boys out there that be down, but all of them, especially in middle school, bro, like these are real like kids, bro.
Yeah, the article, because the article is going to shed a little bit more light on it. Let me just ask you this. Do you think she should get any jail time at all?
Jail time is different than prison time. So yes, I think that jail time may be appropriate. It doesn't necessarily rise to the level of prison time. Okay. Prison time is different. Prison time is a different type of institution. They don't have a lot of alternative sentencing measures like we have in the jail system, in the local system, such as work release, such as...
Let me ask you this. How much jail time should she get?
I'd like to know more about her criminal history, but let's say she has no prior criminal history whatsoever, and she's apparently now the mother of a 2-month-old infant. That all plays into it. Not only how much jail she does, but when she does it.
Bruh. The argument could be made that he was 13 and he actually raped her because she was drunk. And since she was drunk, maybe she couldn't give consent. So he actually took advantage of her. Ah, these damn criminal defense attorneys, man.
That's the law. That's the law, Lee.
Your Honor, my client did not touch those kids. He was just checking if they had any cupcakes.
So you're saying your client went to a 13-year-old girl's house by himself to get some cupcakes?
Yes.
According to a statement from the mom said, I feel like my son is robbed of his childhood. Now he's having to be a father. He's a victim. And he's going to have to live with that for the rest of his life. I feel like if she was a man, and this is coming from the mom, by the way, she said, I feel like if she was a man and he was a little girl, it would definitely be different. They would be seeking more, and I feel like because he's not a woman, they are not. They are having compassion for her, which is literally what the criminal prosecutor who was talking to the lead attorney on YouTube when I was watching it was doing. Like, he was literally simping for a woman having the child of a 13-year-old boy that she was sleeping with. I don't care if she was under the influence or not. Like, bro, how do you even get to that point to being under the influence with a 13-year-old boy in your car? And I believe it was on Valentine's Day. Like, there's no excuse for that. And the mom is absolutely absolutely right. 100% right. And you guys already know that I've talked about this double standard so many times before. There is no equality in this society. And to be quite frank, I just wish more people will understand that so that we can actually get some equality, at least in the criminal justice system, because your gender should not impact the amount of years you get if you commit the same crime as a man. It just should not. It makes no sense, bro. If this was a man who got a 13-year-old girl pregnant and the 13-year-old girl was having his baby, the nigga would have went to jail forever, bro. Like, it would have been over. Dude would have got to prison and been bodied within a week by other male inmates. But watch this girl if she goes to prison, because anything could change. The female inmates are not going to do anything. And I'm not really trying to make this about men versus women. That's not it. I'm just talking about the corruption in the criminal justice system when it comes to situations like this, because it's obviously unfair and it needs to change.
Y'all go subscribe to this channel right here. He makes great content. We gonna end this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. You feel me? We just trying to grow this channel and hopefully see what happens with this. So y'all just have a good day.